I could be a collaboration of consciousnesses, but
Right.
and when these words are coming out of my mouth and I'm speaking in a space-time constrained way, it is consciousness going through, a coffee straw and having to articulate these words. And
Right.
these words are a culmination of a collaboration of consciousnesses and you're not saying it's your red blood cell and your kidney is a collaboration. You're saying that maybe my consciousness with my wife, my children, my parents, my friends, it's
Right.
that interstitched consciousness that has created me, or created this culmination of consciousness in which these sentences are falling out of my mouth.
Right, and also maybe a whole lattice of other consciousnesses that, for example, so there's sort of the outside consciousness, like your children, your wife, and so forth. But there's also other consciousnesses that are collaborating to create you. And when we use our interface, when you use your interface to
Now we're getting funky, by the way, everybody. We are getting the world in general is getting so weird so fast. But this is one of the main pillars in which any listener listening to this, not only is this it just so out there and awesome. I actually won't say it's crazy because it's you got a theorem, and it also is we've been so wrong about what we thought was obvious before. We likely will be again. But even this conversation is getting so weird so fast, but in such a awesome way. So keep going on the collaboration of consciousnesses.
Right. So I would, the way that this model is working out, it turns out when two conscious agents interact, they form a new conscious agent, and this can go on forever.
So we're forming a new conscious agent right now.
That's right. And I'm very interested to know how much the lower level agents can know about the higher agent that they're creating. See, now this is all mathematics, by the way. The theory of consciousness is published. It's called, if you want to Google and read the math, it's called Objects of Consciousness. So if you Google Objects of Consciousness.
We'll put the link in the show notes.
You can go read it. You can see the math. You can see the mathematical proposals. But the math says that two agents interacting create a new agent. And at higher and higher levels, agents create more and more agents, so that you are not just one agent, you're this whole lattice of interacting conscious agents. And when you use your interface, your space-time interface, to try to interact with that whole lattice of conscious agents, what you see are things like bodies, brains, neurons, and cells. But those are just the interface icons that you use that dumb down this really complex, vast social network that's you. So you're this incredible social network, very, very complicated, an entire nation of interacting conscious agents. But all you can see of yourself is what your dumbed down user interface lets you see. And what you see is neurons and brains and cells and so forth. Those are just icons which are hiding an incredible complex reality.